Red wine. For centuries, it's been part of human culture. People have celebrated with it, relaxed with it, and even used it as medicine. But is there any real truth to its famed powers? Or is it just fermented grape juice with a good story? Many of us have heard whispers, talk of antioxidants, and claims of a healthier heart. The big question, is red wine a miracle drink? Or just another health myth? You see headlines all the time. One day wine is good for you. The next, it's bad. Who do you trust when the information keeps changing? That's why we need to look at the science. My goal is to give you clear, simple facts, just straight talk about what red wine might do for your body and what it might not. So, what makes red wine different from grape juice? It's not just the alcohol content. The magic lies in special compounds called polyphenols. These are natural chemicals found in grapes, especially in the skins of red and purple grapes. Among these polyphenols, resveratrol gets a lot of attention. Resveratrol is produced by plants to protect themselves from stress. When grapes are turned into red wine, resveratrol comes along for the ride. How do these polyphenols work? Many are powerful antioxidants. Think of antioxidants as tiny bodyguards for your cells. Every day your body faces threats from free radicals. Antioxidants help neutralize these free radicals, protecting your cells. Red wine contains a whole team of beneficial compounds. It's this complex mix that makes red wine so interesting to researchers. Let's talk about the heart. This is where red wine gets most of its good press. You might have heard of the French paradox. People in France eat a diet high in saturated fat, but have lower rates of heart disease. Could their regular, moderate consumption of red wine be a factor? Some studies suggest resveratrol might have heart protective effects. It might help protect the lining of blood vessels and reduce inflammation. Another area of interest is cholesterol. Some research suggests that moderate red wine consumption might help improve your cholesterol profile. It might help increase levels of HDL cholesterol and prevent LDL cholesterol from being oxidized. What about blood pressure and blood clotting? Some evidence suggests that moderate alcohol intake might slightly lower blood pressure. Compounds in red wine might have anti-clotting properties. However, too much alcohol can raise blood pressure and increase other heart risks. While heart health often steals the spotlight, researchers are looking elsewhere too. What about your brain? Can red wine help keep it sharp as you age? Some studies suggest a link between moderate wine consumption and a lower risk of cognitive decline. But this research is still in its early stages. Let's move to your gut health. Polyphenols in red wine can act as prebiotics, feeding the good bacteria in your gut. This could lead to a more diverse and healthy gut microbiome. What about type 2 diabetes? Some observational studies indicate that moderate alcohol drinkers might have a slightly lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. However, alcohol itself can affect blood sugar levels. Finally, the big question, longevity. Some population studies observe that moderate drinkers tend to live longer. Resveratrol has been studied for its potential anti-aging effects in animal models, but translating these findings to humans is complex. A vineyard of choices. Do different red wines offer different benefits? Do different types of red wine offer different health benefits? The answer is likely yes. Each type of red wine has its own unique profile of compounds that can contribute to health in various ways. The concentration of beneficial polyphenols can vary a lot. These polyphenols are powerful antioxidants that can help protect your cells from damage. This depends on the grape variety, where the grapes were grown, and how the wine was made. Factors like soil quality, climate, and winemaking techniques all play a role. Wines made from grapes with thicker skins tend to have higher levels of these beneficial compounds. This is because the skins contain a higher concentration of polyphenols. Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Syrah are often cited as good sources of resveratrol. Resveratrol is a type of polyphenol that has been linked to heart health and longevity. Wines that have longer contact with grape skins during fermentation also tend to be richer in polyphenols. This extended contact allows more of the beneficial compounds to be extracted. What about organic wines? They are made from grapes grown without synthetic pesticides. This can be better for the environment and potentially for your health. But whether organic wines consistently have higher polyphenol levels is less clear. More research is needed to determine if organic practices significantly impact the polyphenol content. White wine and rose generally have much lower levels of resveratrol and other key polyphenols compared to red wine. This is due to the shorter contact time with grape skins during production. They do contain some antioxidants, but typically fewer. If you're looking for the most health benefits, red wine is usually the better option. If you're drinking wine for polyphenol benefits, red wine is generally the better choice. The rich, deep colors of red wine are a good indicator of its polyphenol content. But remember, any potential benefits are tied to moderation. Excessive consumption can negate the positive effects and lead to health issues. The flip side of the coin. Understanding the risks of red wine. We've talked about potential benefits, but it's crucial to discuss the downsides. While red wine is often celebrated for its antioxidants and potential heart health benefits, it's important to remember that it contains alcohol, which can have serious health implications. Red wine contains alcohol, which carries significant health risks. Alcohol consumption can lead to a range of health issues, from short-term effects like impaired judgment and coordination to long-term consequences such as chronic diseases. No doctor would recommend starting to drink alcohol for health benefits. The risks often outweigh the potential benefits, especially when it comes to alcohol-related health problems. One of the most serious risks is addiction and dependence. Alcohol is an addictive substance, and what might start as a casual glass of wine can quickly spiral into a dependency. Alcohol is an addictive substance. Regular consumption can lead to tolerance, where more alcohol is needed to achieve the same effects and eventually to addiction. What might start as a casual glass of wine can spiral into alcohol use disorder. This disorder can have devastating consequences for your health, affecting your brain, heart, liver, and other organs. This can have devastating consequences for your health and relationships. Alcohol use disorder can strain relationships with family and friends, leading to social isolation and emotional distress. Then there's the impact on your liver. Drinking too much alcohol puts a huge strain on your liver, leading to inflammation, fatty liver disease, and cirrhosis. These conditions can be life-threatening if not managed properly. Drinking too much alcohol puts a huge strain on your liver, leading to inflammation, fatty liver disease, and cirrhosis. Even moderate drinking can contribute to liver stress over time, increasing the risk of liver damage. Even moderate drinking can contribute to liver stress over time. It's important to be aware of how much you're drinking and the potential impact on your liver health. Alcohol consumption is a known risk factor for several types of cancer. This includes cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, and breast. The risk increases with the amount of alcohol consumed. This includes cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, and breast. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies alcohol as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning it is a known cause of cancer in humans. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies alcohol as a Group 1 carcinogen. This classification places alcohol in the same category as tobacco and asbestos, highlighting its potential danger. Even moderate amounts of alcohol can increase your risk for certain cancers. It's essential to be mindful of these risks and make informed decisions about alcohol consumption. Finding your balance, the art of moderate wine consumption. If you choose to drink red wine, what does moderation mean? Health guidelines define moderate drinking as up to 1 standard drink per day for women and up to 2 for men. A standard drink of wine is typically 5 fluid ounces. This amount usually contains around 12% alcohol by volume, ABV. Some stronger red wines might have 14 or 15% ABV. So if you're drinking a higher alcohol wine, your serving size should be smaller. Some people should avoid alcohol completely. For example, if you are pregnant, have a history of alcohol addiction, or have certain medical conditions. Alcohol can interact with many medications, causing dangerous side effects. Always talk to your doctor if you're unsure. The J-curve effect suggests light to moderate drinkers have a lower risk of certain health outcomes. However, this J-curve is controversial and complex. Red wine realities, a doctor's final verdict. So, what's the bottom line on red wine? Is it a miracle drink or a health myth? This question has intrigued many, and the answer isn't as straightforward as one might hope. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. While red wine does have some health benefits, it's not a cure-all. Red wine isn't a magic bullet for good health. It won't replace a balanced diet or regular exercise. Nor is it necessarily a poison if consumed responsibly. Moderation is key, as with many things in life. There are potential benefits, mostly linked to the polyphenols in red wine. These compounds have been studied for their antioxidant properties, especially for heart health, and possibly for brain and gut health. Some studies suggest that moderate red wine consumption can improve cardiovascular function, but much of the research is still ongoing. Scientists are still trying to fully understand the long-term effects and potential benefits. You can get these beneficial polyphenols from other sources like grapes, berries, and nuts. These foods offer similar health benefits without the risks associated with alcohol. The risks associated with alcohol consumption are very real and serious. Excessive drinking can lead to a host of health problems, including liver disease and addiction. For many people, the potential risks of drinking alcohol will outweigh any potential benefits. It's important to consider your own health and lifestyle when making decisions about alcohol. If you don't currently drink alcohol, don't start drinking red wine for supposed health benefits. There are many other ways to support your health. Focus on a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and other healthy lifestyle choices. These habits are proven to improve overall well-being. If you already enjoy red wine in moderation, be mindful, be informed, and prioritize your overall well-being. Remember, moderation is key, and your health should always come first.